Hello everyone! Welcome to our mathematics class. I am Teacher May, your math teacher for today. And I would like to welcome you all. To start with our class, let's have our opening prayer.
Dear Lord, we thank
Okay, let's have our recap on the previous lesson that we had. We have here a rectangular coordinate plane with beautiful places to visit here in Negros Occidental. I want each one of you to find the coordinates of the first picture, the ruins in Talisay. That's right, 7 and 1. Our first ordered pair is 7 and 1. Next, Mambukal. That's correct. -1 and -4. X is -1 and Y is -4. Last one, Capito Lagoon. What do you think is the coordinate? Yes, that is right. X is -2 and Y is 3. How did you find the coordinates? Yes, we have to go to the point and move vertically downward. Then we find -2. And we find the Y by going horizontally to the right or to the left. That's correct. And we find 3. So our X is -2 and Y is 3. I am glad that you still remember our previous lesson. Alright, another activity that we have is to match the first picture to the second picture according to its relation. We can do that by choosing an ordered pair from 1 to 12. So let's divide the class into 2 groups. Each group then take turns into choosing 2 numbers. If the picture under it are connected or related, the team gets the point. If 2 pictures under it are different, the picture will be hide again, and the next group will have the chance to choose another pair of number. So try to remember where the matching pairs are. Let's start from group 1. The first pair of numbers are 1 and 12. Oh, that's correct. They have a point. 1 and 12 are connected. We need a comb for our frizzy hair. Next number is 8 and 9. That's correct. The feet and the shoe. Next is 4 and 5. I'm sorry, they are not related. Let's give the chance to another group. 4 and 2. That's correct. The pictures are related. Nail cutter is needed to cut our fingernails. That's correct. A deodorant for our underarm. Can you give us another pair of numbers? That's 10 and 5. That's correct. Cotton buds to our ear. And a mouth needs toothbrush. That's correct. Now, how's the first picture related to the second picture? That's correct. The relation between these pictures are, we have here set A are pictures of toiletries we use for personal hygiene, and set B are parts of our body that needs to be clean. Relation, make the object connected to each other. So, the next activity is, tada! Guess the scrambled word. What do you think is the word? You're right, relations. Relation means relatedness, relationship. If a thing or circumstances, event, cause, and effect is connected from one another, then we can say that there is a relation. Basta class may connection ng isang bagay, we can call it as relation. In mathematics, we call it as ordered pairs, represented as x and y, where x is the abscissa and y is the ordinate. The set of all the first coordinates or abscissas is called the domain of the relation, and the set of all the second coordinates or ordinates is called the range of the relation. So, lagi po nating tandaan na yung domain, ito po yung x natin. Ito yung first pair, first set ng pair natin. At yung range natin, ito yung y natin. Example of relations are, ito na yung example natin kanina, yung figure 1 are the classification of 33s and two parts of our body, and figure 2 are coordinates of beautiful places to visit in Negros Occidental. Let's find more examples. Okay. Illustrative example 1. What makes this a relation? We have here the ordered pair 0, negative 5, 1, negative 4, 2, negative 3, 3, negative 2, 4, negative 1, 5, and 0. The question is, what is the domain? And what is the range? Take note sa meaning po natin kanina sa relation, yung domain, ito yung first pair. Ito yung nasa left side sa ating ordered pair, yung x. At yung range po natin, ito po yung y. So, the domain are, that's correct, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Tumpak ko kayo. And what is the range? The range are negative 5, negative 4, negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, and 0. Example 2. Is this a relation? Again, itong yung domain, tinatawag din po natin itong input at saka output. Ito yung range natin. So, yung ating pong domain, what is the domain? That's right. Domain are 4, negative 5, 0, 9, and negative 1. And what is the range? That's negative 2 and 7. I hope you understand now yung ating domain at saka yung range at kung ano po yung relations. So, your relation again is the set of ordered pairs. Meron tayong tinatawag na domain and range, x and y, input and output. A relation also has examples or correspondence. Yung correspondence po nito in number 1 is 1-to-1. If for every domain, there exists only one and only range. Okay? Halimbawa po nito, Nara, na-classify po siya sa 3, Sampaguita to flower, eagle to bird, mango to fruit. So, 1-to-1 relation po. Parang isang mayor lang for one city, or one husband for one wife, one shoe for one foot. Parang ganun lang po tayo. Next, second correspondent is one-to-many. Correspondent exists if one value of the domain can be paired with more than one value of the range. Halimbawa po sa atin dito ay yung characters of Jollibee. Yung mga characters ni Jollibee ay sina Yum, Hetty, Jollibee, Twirly, and Popo. So, one-to-many relation po tayo. Na para bang one student can have 8 different subjects, and one driver can have many passengers, one wallet can hold many coins, one teacher can teach many sections. Or pwede rin one virus can hit many nations. So, yun po yung sinasabi nating one-to-many. Ang next na correspondence po natin, number 3, are many-to-one. Many-to-one correspondence is the opposite of one-to-many. Here, different values of the domain are paired with only one value of the range. Example po nito ay yung PLDT, Smart, Globe at Sun ay mga telephone companies. So, another example po ay pwede rin yung a student. Many subjects can be paired to one student and many passengers can be paired to one driver. Many coins can be paired in one wallet. Yung pinakahuli po natin, ito yung many to many. Ito po yung opposite ng one-to-one correspondence. At many values in the domain are paired with many values in the range. Like, for example, a set of teachers in Anghela Gonzaga National High School is paired with set of students in Anghela Gonzaga National High School. At example po dito yung family. A mother and father can have 2 or more children. Another example also is the set of teachers in one section and the number of students enrolled in that section. So there will be 8 teachers for an average of 40 students per section. So ganyan po tayo sa many to many. So tandaan po natin again, yung mga correspondence ng relation. Ito po yung one-to-one, one-to-many, many-to-one, at many-to-many. Alright, so let's proceed now with representations of relations. Yan. This is how we represent or illustrate relation. Number 1 po, ito po yung mapping diagram. It consists of, correct, 2 columns where a pair is connected by a line. The first column is the domain and the second column is the range. So, mapping diagram can be a rectangular or circular in shape. And also take note, we use arrow diagram wherein the connections are being described by an arrow, just like po si Cupid. When Cupid wants a boy to fall in love with a girl, then Cupid will use his arrow to shut a heart of 2 persons so they will fall in love with each other. O, tama po ba tayo? Mapping diagram. Next is tables. Tables of values is a list of numbers that is used to substitute one variable to find the value of the other variable within the given equation. It also describes the relationship between the value of x and y. So, dito po sa tables natin, nakikita po natin yung relationship ng city to the island group in the Philippines. So, makikita natin yung Bacolod City, nasa Visayas po siya. Next is the ordered pair. Ayan. Ano po makikita natin sa ordered pair? Tama po kayo. Sa ordered pair, makikita natin the relationship ni Miss Huerte sa English. Kasi si Miss Huerte is teaching English, Mr. Pantoa is teaching MAPE, and Mr. Rosa specialized also in science. So, they are teachers teaching their specialization. Next po natin, ito yung graph. The graph consists of some points and lines. So, dito, it illustrates the relationship between the values of x and y. Ang last po na representation natin, ito yung rules or equation. O, dito po sa ating equation, ito po ay y is equals to 2x plus 1. It's showing that one variable depends on the other variable. It also shows how the value of y depends on the value of x. So, ito po yung mga rules. Sa ating pong unang mapping arrow o diagram, nakikita natin yung classification. Dito naman sa tables, islands of the Philippines and the city. Dito naman, teacher and the subject. Yan. Sa graph naman, ay yung relationship ng x at saka y. O pwede din yung point, relationship ng point tsaka yung line natin. There is also special kind of relation at tinatawag po natin itong function. According to a textbook, a function is a relation in which every input has exactly one output. So, ibig po sabihin, pwedeng maraming x na connected sa isang y. But for every x, isa lamang yung y. Take note also that all functions are relation, but some relations are not functions. Lahat ng love ay relationship, pero hindi po ng lahat ng relationship ay love. So, not all relations are functions. Is a relation a function? Paano po natin ito malalaman? Ito po yung mga steps na gagawin natin para alam ninyo, students, kung ano ang function. Paano natin ma-determine na function ito? Let's focus first on the x-coordinate when given a relation. If the set of ordered pairs has different x-coordinates, therefore, it is a function. If the set of ordered pairs has same x-coordinates, it is not a function. So, y-coordinates have no bearing in determining a function. So, isa lang po yung tandaan natin. Dapat isa lang yung nasa x-coordinate. Hindi pwede yung pare-pareho. Let's try kung alam na natin mag-determine kung ito po ay relation or function na. Yan. Sa una example natin, meron tayon. Ano nakikita natin? That's right. Si Cathy tsaka si Rafi, si May tsaka si Dong, si Ivy, si Ronald, si Corina tsaka si Efren, si Lani tsaka si Choi, si April at tsaka si Ronan. So makikita po natin, they are couple. So 1-to-1 relation. Dahil 1-to-1 relation siya, matatawag natin itong function. Next is Ara and Mahogany is paired with tree, and tulip, rose, and orchid is paired with flower. So, meron po tayong many-to-one relation. Pag many-to-one relation, matatawag natin itong function. Next example is factors of 6. The factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3, and 6. Ito po ay one-to-many relation. At function po ba ito? Hindi po. Yung one-to-many relation ay hindi po function. Kasi po, yung x na paired siya sa maraming numbers. Okay? Next example is this a relation? O, tingnan po natin yung mga x values natin. Ito po yung 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Ayan, may magkapareha ba? Yan. Walang magkapareha. Therefore, this is a relation. Is this also a function? Yes, this is a function kasi walang magkapareha. Next example is, example number 2, is this a function? Again, the hint is, look only at the x-coordinates. No, this is not a function. Kasi po sa ordered pair po natin, meron tayong dalawang 0 na x. Yung 0, tsaka negative 8, at yung 0, at tsaka 5. Is this a relation? Of course, it is a relation. Example 3. Which relation mapping represents a function? Choice 1 ba or choice 2? Tingnan po natin. Yung choice 1 po natin is many-to-one. Dito naman sa choice 2 tayo, meron tayong one-to-many. So, therefore, function is choice 1. Example 4. Which relation mapping represents a function? Meron tayong domain at saka range. Yung domain natin dito sa A is 2. Range is ABC. Domain dito sa kabila is ABC. Range dito is 2. So, ano yung function dito? Yung A ba or yung B? Tama po kayo. Yung B. Kasi, many-to-one siya. Another way of determining a function is by using vertical line test. Yung vertical line test po, ito po yung ginagamit natin pag graph po. Pag tinitingnan natin yung graph. Okay? A vertical line test, a relation is a function if a vertical line drawn through its graph passes through only one point. Take note po, only one point. No? Children, only one point lang. O, tinatawag po natin itong pencil test. So, you take a pencil and move it from left to right, meaning from negative x to x. If it crosses more than one point, it is not a function. Again if it crosses more than one point, it is not a function. Subukan po natin. Vertical line test. Would this be graph? Be a function? Kuha po tayo ng pencil. I-move po natin. It touches one point. I-move po natin further. It touches also one point. So, isa-isa lang. So, matatawag natin ito? Yes. This is a function. The graph is a function. Next example. Would this graph be a function? Kuha po tayo uli ng pencil. Move from negative x. It touches one point. Alright, and it touches 2 points. So, ito po ay hindi function. So, we're done with our example. Let's try this. Identify the domain and range of the given set of ordered pairs. The domain are? Correct. The domain is 5 kilometer, 1 kilometer, 3 kilometer, and 4 kilometer. And the range are? Correct. 550 and 650. Ito po yung distance at saka po yung fare na binabayad pag sakay po tayo ng jeep. Number 2 example is, what are the domain? That's correct. North, south, east, and west. And the range are, ito po yung direction. Subukan pa po natin ito. Yan. Determine what kind of correspondence exists on the given representation and tell whether it is a function by raising a like and not a function by unlike. Number 1, parts of a tree are leaves, twig, branch, trunk, and roots. Ano po yung relation nito? Tama po kayo. One-to-many relation. At dahil one-to-many relation, it is not a function. Number 2, yan. Every government agency has its own website. So, matatawag natin itong one-to-one relation and it is a function. Number 3, meron po tayong ordered pair. That's many-to-one relation. So, ito po ay function. What about this graph? Is this a function or not a function? Yes, it is many-to-one relation and it is not a function. Okay, it touches 2 points in the graph. 5, that's correct. This is one-to-one relation and it is a function. And the last one is, yes, that's correct. Many-to-one relation and it is not a function. Good job, Guy. You answered it correctly. I know you are now ready and you now understand our lesson. Now, how will you describe a relation? When can we say that a relation is a function? Do all relations can be considered as function? Can you explain your answer? Yes, you're right. A relation is any set of ordered pairs represented by x and y, where x is the abscissa and y is the ordinate. A relation can be one-to-one correspondence and one-to-many correspondence, many-to-one correspondence, and many-to-many. A relation can be a function only if the first element is exactly paired with another element, or every input has exactly one output. Alright, valuing. It is not good for a man to be alone. So we learned the story of creation. Alam na po natin yung story of creation, no? Adam first, that was created. And then, nalungkot siya. So, the Lord created a woman for him. So, man needs others for survival, just as others need him. No one can live independently apart from each other. Each one of us is related to other people in many ways. This is true, class. The relationship that we form with other people, it may be a family, a colleague, a neighbor, or a friend, are vital to our mental and emotional well-being and sometimes for our survival and growth. So, maging masaya po tayo na meron tayong kaibigan. And let's love our neighbor, our friend, and of course, our family. For our assessment, read each question carefully and choose the letter that corresponds to the correct answer. You only have 60 seconds to answer each question. Let's start with number 1. Which of the following is the definition of relation? A relation is a set of function. B, a relation is a set of y values. C, a relation is a set of x values. And D, a relation is a set of ordered pairs. Number 2. Which of the following is the definition of a domain? A, the domain is the list of all y values of a relation or a function. B, the domain is the list of all x values of a relation or function. C, the domain is the list of all the z values of a relation or function. And D, the domain is the list of all w values of a relation or function. Which of the following illustrates a function? That is our graph A, graph B, graph C, and graph D. Number 4. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 is a relation. Number 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 is a relation. A, false. B, true. Last number. Ordered pair are 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 3 and 4 is a function. A, false. B, true. Time is up. Let's check your work. Exchange it with your seatmate. Number 1. That's correct. Letter D. Definition of relation is a relation is a set of ordered pairs. Number 2. That's correct. Letter B. The domain is a list of all x values of a relation or function. Number 3. Graph A illustrates a function. Number 4, it is false. Kasi po wala tayong ordered pair na nakikita. Number 5, that's true. 1, 2, 2, and 3, 3, and 4 are function. Congratulations! I am glad you all learned our lesson today. For your assignment, please copy your assignment and tell whether the correspondence shown in each diagram is a function. If you have more questions, just message me. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.